Hello, my name is Rayanne Robinson, and I am the Operations Manager with the Arizona Cancer Registry. Today's video is going to be a walkthrough tutorial for you on how to use Web Plus to send the ACR your monthly file submissions. So what you see on my screen here is the initial login page for our Web Plus portal, which is webplus.azdhs.gov. And Web Plus is developed and maintained by CDC for Central Cancer Registries. It's a secure online portal. And we at the Central Cancer Registry use it to collect data on case reporting from physicians and clinics. It's also utilized as a format for us to securely exchange data with other states. And so we are now evolving and using it to securely receive monthly data file submissions from our hospital registry partners. So when you receive your login for Web Plus, it's going to be unique to you, so we will need your email address. Each user that is responsible for uploading files for your hospital is going to need their own unique account. There won't be a general account for a hospital or hospital network. It is person by person. So I'm going to go ahead and log into a testing version and give you a walkthrough of how to utilize the portal. So let me just get signed in here. So when you log in, this is going to be your initial landing page. If you only report for one hospital, then it will look exactly like this. If you are reporting for multiple hospitals, then you will see each hospital's name with these two file options underneath it. In the top right-hand corner, it provides you with the main phone number to the Arizona Cancer Registry if you need assistance. This button here on the left is how you change your password, and then here is your logout button. And nestled right above that is the session time left, where Web Plus will let you know how many minutes you have left before it automatically logs you out. So we'll go ahead now and look at the file upload screen, but first it's going to show us some new menu options. On the far left, you have your home button, which will bring you back to the screen we just left. On the far right, here's your logout button, and you still have your change password option as well. Here you have a help option. In the middle, we have download files. So this feature is not live yet, but we are hoping to utilize it in the future with our hospital registries. This would allow us to send you files, and once we notified you that we had uploaded a file for you, you would come here to this download files feature to download it, but it is not live yet. If you needed to look at previous month submissions, you would use the track file uploads under previous uploads, which I will show you later in this presentation. But for now, we're going to use this new upload button, and I'm going to walk you through how to submit your file. Okay, so once this loads, you should see your hospital name here. And then next to that, you'll see a series of zeros with a 3-digit number. That will be the unique 3-digit ID that is associated with your hospital. Down below, you'll see you have radio button options for NACER version 24, 23, and a non-NACER file. The non-NACER file option is what you will use once the ACR has resumed collecting follow-up files. So you would select non-NACER and just put a note for me here in the comment box, follow-up cases or follow-up file, whatever you want to call it, just to let me know. Anything you type in this box, this comment box, it does come directly to me. So I'm going to select NACER version 24, and I'm going to upload a file so you can see what it does. And I named these extremely obvious, so I knew which was which. So I'm going to do a clean file first and show you what it looks like. Before I do this, I have to pre-warn you, the very first time you upload a file, before you do that, make sure your pop-up blockers are turned off, because it's going to generate a report and a new screen. And if you have pop-up blockers on it, it won't pop up for you. If you don't know how to do that, then connect with your IT team and they can shut it off for you for the Web Plus website. And we also do recommend using Google Chrome. So go ahead and select upload, and you can see up here the little wheel is spinning, so it's thinking. Oh, there we go. So this is what I mean when I said it's going to pop up a new window and give you an edit report. So let me see if I can drag this over. It will let me. There it goes. Okay. course, I have no issues when I normally do this, and when I'm recording, it's it's freezing. But this is the edit report that you'll get. So there's nothing on it, which is good. You want that to be blank, 'cause that means all of your cases in your file passed edits. So up here at the top, it'll tell you the name of the file that you uploaded, the hospital that you uploaded for, the 3-digit ID is right there. It tells you how many abstracts was in that file. Down here, it confirms for you the edit set that it compared your file against. So we are using V24 ACR specific edit meta file. If you had any errors in your bundle, that would be addressed here. If you need to save an example of this for your leadership or just your own internal tracking measures, you can right-click this, save it, print it, whatever works best for you. I'm going to go ahead and close out of here, though, because we don't need this for now. On the main screen that is behind the pop-up, it'll tell you again that you had 18 abstracts in that file. And if we had a larger file, we would have seen it counting up all the way to 18 or however many files you have. But because it's a smaller file with 18 cases, the pop-up came up like right away. But if you have a very big file with a couple hundred cases, it's gonna count up for you while it's comparing each case against edits. And I don't know if it's showing up on camera for you guys as well, but you'll see it when you log into your own account. If they pass edits, they turn the color green. If they don't, they'll turn red. So I'm going to go back to new upload because I have a second file I'm going to show you guys where it does not pass edits because I want you to see what the error report looks like. And again, I'm just, I'll let ACR know these are my October cases in the comment box. I'm going to do upload. And we can see again that it's thinking. Here we go. So let me move this out of the way first because I want you to look over here. You'll see record number 1, 2, 6, 7, 10, 13, 14, 15, and 17. They're all red. That's because these are cases that did not pass ACR edits. So you're going to have your edit report in a different window. And again, you can right-click, save it, print it. So you have your full listing of what needs to be fixed. And it'll tell you it's the first record number. So record number in file, it's 1, very first case in that file. It tells you the patient's name and their social security, how many errors are on that file, and then it gives you a list of those edits. And it repeats that for each case in your file. So we had multiple cases, so you can see that everything is listed that is wrong with that file that you need to follow up and fix before you resubmit. So let's say you accidentally exit out of that report or you have your pop-up blockers turned on. You're like, oh man, I needed that edit report. Now I don't have it. You can get to it from a different section in WebPlus. If you go to your previous uploads, track file uploads, you can see everything that you submitted in this window. And you can actually filter by date ranges as well. Like if let's say we've been doing this for a year and there's several uploads in there, and you're like, I just want to see what I did today and yesterday. You can filter it with these calendar boxes, and then it'll give you the list of everything that you have uploaded. And it tells you how many abstracts were in the file, if it was rejected because there was errors, all of that information. So let me reload that. Here we go. Okay. So I want to look at this one that was rejected. So if you come over here to view edit report, it's going to pull up that same report we were just looking at. So you can access that from here as well to save it. If you wanted to look at the abstracts that were submitted in this file, you can do view abstracts. And it will give you the list of all the patients that were uploaded, their birth date, medical record numbers, primary site, account number. And it gives you summary too. There was 9 abstracts with errors and a total of 25 errors in the file. So let me go back. And then there's an additional option that you get too that I want to call out here on the far right, and it's called a data quality report. So let's pull that up. So it's giving you the name of your file, the date the case report was reported, how many abstracts are in that file. Again, it's confirming we used ACR v24 edits. And then it's giving you the total abstracts with errors in the bundle was 9, which was, half of your file did not pass edits. And so if you come down here, it's going to give you a summary of your missing and unknown values. And as you can tell, it separates by analytic and non-analytic. So we had like race. This is always important, especially because there's a national standard. So we had 8 analytic cases that had an unknown or missing value for race. And what I really enjoy is that they have the national standard here. So there's a national standard that there's a threshold that we want our data to be under. And so it's calling it out here for you so you can compare that against your own hospital's data to see how you're contributing to Arizona's data being able to meet that standard. If you come down here, it'll call out how many unspecified values you had. And again, it's still separated by analytic and non-analytic all the way down. And then it gives you a nice little summary of the date distribution. So we know we had 17 cases that were analytic for a diagnosis year 2022. So that's just a neat little report to give you guys a clue on how your data is doing. And again, right click, you can save it, print it, share that with your team. And then if we use home, we're right back to where we started. And so that's how you use Web Plus to send us your monthly submission files. I do want to call out that those edit reports only get generated if you're using V24. If you're uploading a V23 file or older, then I will have to, once I receive your file, I will run it through edits and email you and let you know if there's any problems, which is, the standard process we've been doing by using SFTP to submit files. But if you're in V24 and you use that V24 radio button, you will immediately get an edit report and a data quality report. Thank you.